Welcome back to our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. Where is Raila Amolo Odinga? That is the question that many Kenyans are asking. Because there is this argument that this is not the Raila we used to know. Kenya is hanging in a balance. Doctors are on strike because the government does not want to give them money. We have fake fertilizer that is likely to affect our next harvesting. And of course, you know that schools closed in panic because the capitation fee that was meant for first term has not reached them, and we only have a few, maybe 3 weeks before us before we open for second term. But people are asking, where exactly is Raila? I want you to see this crazy headline that was highlighted by the Standard. The Standard is saying Raila silent as Kenyans suffer amid medic strike, fake fertilizer scandal, and all that. And then they go ahead to record that if opposition chief Raila Odinga was in his characteristic modus operandi, he could be exploiting every available opportunity to bash the Kenya Kwanza administration for many shortcomings, from the health workers strike that is causing patients untold suffering to increased road accidents that have left a trail of deaths, and the fake fertilizer being robbed by parliament. And they're saying, I just don't want to read further, they're just saying that amidst all this, Raila is very quiet. And I have listened to people. The people who complain a lot are the people who did not vote for Raila Amolo Odinga. Because those who voted for Raila told Raila, please stop the demonstrations, keep silent, keep bay, stand at bay, because they felt that Raila had done so much. They felt that when Raila presented himself so that they could vote for him, some of them rejected him because they say Raila was old. They were hoodwinked that Raila was an antichrist. They were hoodwinked that Raila was a dynasty and he could not take care of their affairs. When Raila went to the streets, they were told Raila wanted their businesses to collapse. Raila wanted to sabotage the government, and they bought into that very fake narrative. At some point, you saw some of them were given pangas during the demonstrations to go and kill their own brothers and sisters. Now they are back and they are asking for Raila Amolo Odinga, and they are saying that sasa Raila jitokeze aongee. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to discuss this because it cannot be. It cannot be. Raila listened to his supporters who told him, please, Baba Nyamaza. As we do this, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to request you to subscribe to our channel if you are watching for the first time, or you are our regular viewers but you have not yet subscribed. Please take a second or two and hit that subscribe button. Click the notification bell to allow YouTube to notify you whenever we do a video like this. To all our subscribers and our supporters, I want to thank you in a very special way. You are the reason why we have grown to the level we are. Ladies and gentlemen, do you support Raila's silence, or you want Raila to come up and start criticizing the government? And many who are asking Raila to speak. If Raila would wake up today and say that the government only listens to demonstrations as is entrenched in our constitution, they will not go. So why do I support the fact that Raila should remain silent? Number one, it will allow Kenyans to look back in retrospect, to learn that choices have got consequences. Because I understand that there is that element of election rigging in 2022. For those who voted for Raila and their votes were rigged, they're cool, calm, and collected. But those who never voted for Raila and now are making noise at their, shouting at their loudest, must understand that you cannot, do they say you cannot, eat your cake and have it at the same time? Because an election only comes just once after 5 years. And when you are presented with that very rare golden opportunity, you need to maximize the use. You need to know, scrutinize your politicians and your leaders, then vote well. And so this moment, they took their time and they voted for the UDA and the Kenya Kwanza. Now that the Kenya Kwanza is in government, these people are crying. It is time to regret. Sometimes it is good to regret because regrets help you scrutinize, look back, and understand where you went wrong. I don't know whether the same people are learning because they're now complaining that Raila should come up and talk to them. Raila should come up and criticize the government. Raila should come up and call for demonstrations. Even if that demonstration will be called today, they will not go. They will still listen to their leaders who will tell them, Raila wants your businesses to collapse, the economy is growing, and now when we go back to the streets, the economy will stagnate. So I think it is right for Raila to keep mum. And you all know that he cannot sabotage now the same government that, according to the policy and the constitution of the African Union Commission, will be campaigning for him. I know sometimes he can even get the votes without the support of the president. But what image will he be portraying if he starts looking like his sub? Because they will, run this narrative that the same man who wants to become African Union Commission chairman is the same person who is sabotaging his own government. And then with that, and those who vote are presidents, and so this might be another hurdle ahead of him. Number two, other leaders are given an opportunity to showcase their ability. The same people have been complaining that, Raila does not want to groom someone. He's aging, but he still wants to cling to ODM. He's aging up, but he still wants to cling to Azimio. So they keep on making a lot of noise. So they give Raila a lot of pressure. Can you tell us whom you will back? Can you groom someone in Lowland? Can you groom someone? So Raila took this opportunity to keep silent, deliberately, very deliberately. And you have seen how leaders are coming up. In the opposition, Kalonzo, Martha Karua, Babu Owino, this is the time for the leaders to show that they are equal to the task. So that you don't say that, Raila forced someone down our throats. Babu Owino and Team Ground, led by Gadunwa Mushomba, are doing a good job. Sometimes they might not match Raila's shoes, but at least they're doing what they should. You've seen Gadunwa Mushomba criticizing, not only blanket criticism, but she does it even in parliament. She opposes housing levy. She's, all over criticizing, talking about doctor strike and deaths on our roads. And I think this is the best thing. Sometimes we need to prepare for the absence of Raila. When he decides that he now takes a sabbatical leave, or he decides to take some leave from active politics, where will we be? And I think this is the best moment for us to see who can be the best opposition leader. And we have seen them. It is out there, and it is for you to decide. Is it Babu? Is it Oparanya, Joho? Is it Kalonzo? And this is another moment for Kalonzo to prove himself that come 2027, he will be equal to the task and people will vote for him. Raila has found the best way of doing it because 2027 is here with us. If Raila will not contest, then who befits to give Ruto a run for his money? This is the moment to prove that. You have to go bare knuckle with the government and criticize. You must be there when Kenyans need you. His silence will also vindicate him. When he was accused of trying to sabotage Ruto's government, to sabotage the economy, right now, things are just unveiling. When the Auditor General speaks of wastage and massive corruption, when the avocado farmers start crying fall of the avocado levies. And when Raila went to the street, he led his people to complain about the Finance Bill 2023 that contained, among other things, those high taxes, levies on fuel and all these agricultural products. Now Raila is silent, and they realize that it was them that were going to benefit if Raila had succeeded in giving the Ruto government pressure to withdraw the Finance Bill 2023. So it vindicates him because he was labeled names, he was accused of very many things together with his brother Uhuru. And so with this silence, they understand that all the things that they were told, because people have been deceived before, during, and after election. So it's good because now they look at Raila. For those who have never studied him and known him, they now realize that this is the guy we were told wanted our businesses to collapse. Yet, after he stopped the demonstrations, the levies are here with us, high taxes. Now, this is the man who wanted to kill our businesses, but rather wanted the businesses to grow. The massive corruption that he used to talk about, zinajitokeza. So I think it is good to be quiet. I also believe that it makes and gives him time to re-strategize. This thing of going for demonstrations and every now and then when something happens, calls for a press conference, it was not going to work. He needed to re-strategize. Right now, the ODM is trying to recruit so that it strengthens itself. It is a good thing. So Raila will know whether he's coming back to contest or he's retiring. But he needed that time to refresh. He needed that time to just calm down and see how things are moving on. Everyone, that's why even workers need some leave. So I think Raila needs that time. And it also gives him time to campaign for his AU commission chair position. He cannot mix the two of them. Let him concentrate as his foot soldiers. I think they're doing a good job. People like Sifuna, Martha Karua, Babu Wind, they're doing a good job. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, it also exposes the empty politicians who used to wake up, and when they wake up, the only thing they talk about is Raila Amolo Odinga, because they know they have nothing to showcase for the people. The only way to be popular was to talk about Raila. You wake up, Raila. Remember the people said that he wanted a handshake through the back door. He wanted a share of the government. All that. Now that he has decided, I do not need any kind of share. I'm no longer going to the streets. These people don't have anything to tell the people, and they are now forced to pretend that they're embracing the dialogue, or they're just silent and they're wondering what else do we say. And you've seen that when the enemy is silent, you start fighting among yourselves. And that is the reason why I support this silence. It's good. Even the rebels who used to speak about oh Raila, in Nyanza, they are shut. There's nothing they can talk about. When they said Raila did not want to groom anyone, Raila gave an opportunity, a very flat platform for equal opportunity for all of them, just to showcase to the people what do you have. For the MPs or the leaders who used to hang on his coat, they've also been exposed. Right now, if you want to campaign, in fact, it is being said that now MPs have realized that the most important person during an election is not Raila, but the people, because many of them had been hanging in his coat, but now they have to go and campaign for themselves. So, ladies and gentlemen, this kind of pressure that Raila must talk, I don't think so. Let him keep quiet. Let Kenyans learn that every choice has got a consequence, and that's my take.